Kulienchikov. I like it. It's exactly as I pictured. Quiet, peaceful village, not too large. The perfect place for a new school teacher to begin his career. Well, to be honest, I did spend mornings for 2 years in a small children's school in Moscow, teaching tiny tots rudimentary spelling and numbers, but this is my very first bona fide professional appointment as a full-time schoolmaster. Actually, I never even heard of Kulienchikov until I saw the advertisement placed by a Dr. Zubritsky in the college journal. And although the position was in a remote village in the Ukraine, I jumped at the chance. And I don't mind telling you, my heart is pounding with excitement. I have this passion for teaching. Greek, Latin, astronomy, classic literature. I get goosebumps just thinking about it. But I don't see anyone around. Maybe I arrived a little early. I'm one of those extremely eager and energetic people, up at the crack of dawn, ready to begin their work. This is a very, very auspicious day in my life. Oh, excuse me.
Lenia! Lenina! Narushka! Olga! Where are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Did you happen to see 24 sheep?
24 sheep?
Yes. There were 14 of them.
No, I'm sorry.
Well, if you see them, would you give them a message?
A message for the sheep?
Yes. Tell them the shepherd is looking for them and they should tell you where they are and I'll come and get them. Thank you.
Wait a minute, excuse me. What is your name, please?
Snetsky.
And your first name?
How soon do you need it?
Never mind, forget your first name.
I did.
My name is Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky. I'm to be the new schoolmaster.
Is that a fact? I am very honored to meet you. Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky. I am something Snetsky. Will you be staying the night?
Oh, you don't understand. Kulienchikov is going to be my new home. I'm going to live here and teach here, and I am, if I do say so, an excellent teacher.
Oh, they all were. They came here by the thousands, but not one of them lasted to the first night. It's so hard to blow these. I don't know how the sheep do it.
You've had thousands of teachers?
More. Hundreds. We aren't teachable. We all stupid in Kulienchikov. There isn't a town or village more stupid in all of Mother Poland.
Russia.
Whatever. All good people, mind you. But not a single brain among them. Oh! That feels so good! I just opened up my ears. I thought you were whispering. What were you saying?
Are you telling me that every man, woman, and child...
All stupid. Including me. Talk to me another 10 minutes and you'll begin to notice.
Well, I was hired by Dr. Zubritsky to help teach his young daughter.
Teach his daughter? Impossible! The girl is hopeless. 19 years old and she just recently learned to sit down. She's hopeless. She doesn't even know the difference between a cow and a duck. Not that it's an easy subject, mind you.
Something's up here. I thought nothing of it then, but I did notice when I first read the advertisement, every word was misspelled. I'm sure Dr. Zubritsky will explain it all to me. You've been most helpful, Citizen Snetsky. I've enjoyed our chat.
As did I, Master Torchinsky. He's not the only one who can have private thoughts. I can have private thoughts as well. The trouble is, I can never think of a thought to have in private. Oh, I must be on my way. Good day, schoolmaster.
I'm sure we'll meet again.
Oh, of course. Just mention my name to anyone. Snetsky, the sheep loser.
9 o'clock and all's well. 9 o'clock in the village police club and all's well. 9 o'clock and all's well. 9 o'clock and all's well.
It may have all been well with him, but I was beginning to have my doubts.
Good morning, Postman.
Good morning, Butcher.
It's a beautiful sunny day today, isn't it?
Is it? I haven't looked up yet. Oh, yes. It's lovely. Oh, good job.
Do I have any mail?
No, I'm the postman. I have all the mail.
My sister in Odessa hasn't been feeling well. I was hoping I'd hear from her.
It's very hard to hear all the way from Odessa. Maybe she write you a letter. Oh, look.
Fish! Fish! Fresh fish! Nice, fresh flounder and halibut. A good piece of carp for lunch.
Good morning, Etna.
How about a nice piece of haddock? Is that a beautiful fish?
What do you mean fish? Those are flowers.
They didn't catch anything today. Why should I have to suffer because the fisherman had a bad day? Try the carp. It smells gorgeous.
I don't have any letters from your sister, Slovich. But I have a nice letter from the shoemaker's cousin. Would you like that?
She's sick? I
Oh,
hate
no.
reading bad news.
No. In perfect health. Take it. You'll enjoy it.
Can you believe my daughter hasn't written to me in over a year?
Doesn't your daughter live with you?
Yeah, it's a good thing. Otherwise, I'd never hear from her.
Oh, good morning. My name is Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky. I'm the new schoolmaster.
Oh, Mischkin, the postman.
Slovich, the butcher.
Yenchna, the vendor.
How do you do? I was just speaking with a shepherd named Snetsky.
Something Snetsky. We know her well.
She seemed pleasant enough, although I hope I don't seem unkind, somewhat deficient in her mental alertness.
That's Snetsky, all right. She was kicked in the head by a horse.
Oh. Well, what a pity. When was that?
Tuesday and Wednesday, twice on Friday, and all day Saturday.
Well, what lovely and fragrant wares you have for sale, madam. Perhaps I might buy some for my new employer. How much are they, please?
Well, the flounder's 2 kopecks and the halibut is 3.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, if that's too much, I have a nice whitefish for 1.5.
Oh. Perhaps the dialect is a little different in this part of the country. I'm very eager to begin my duties. Would one of you be so kind to point me to the home of Dr. Zubritsky?
That way.
Thank you. Perhaps I'll go in the one direction you haven't pointed to. Lovely meeting you all. Oh, hello again. Have you found your sheep?
Not yet. Wow! Who was that?
It was a schoolmaster.
Another
Anyone?
one? I just met one a few minutes ago. They must be having a convention here.
Count Yusekovich up on the hill isn't going to be very happy about this.
That's right. Count Yosekovich, he does not like new school teachers.
Why?
He's afraid they're gonna break the curse.
What curse?
The one that made us stupid since the day we were born?
Yes.
Oh, that one.
I've been stupid for 51 years. What about you, Snatsky?
I'll be done 43 next July.
And you, Slovich?
41 for me. What about you, youngster?
Oh, I just turned the corner of 26.
That corner must be about 40 miles from here. Yes.
K E 5 L A R V. Is that right?
I don't know, it sounds good to me. Yes, very interesting, very interesting.
Then I'm in good health.
The best of health. You'll live to be 80.
I'm 79 now.
Well, you got a wonderful year ahead of you.
Good. I must keep up my strength. I am magistrate. Law and order must be preserved.
Did you want a prescription?
For what?
Well, a lot of people like prescriptions. So, take this to the druggist, pick up something you like, take it 3 times a day with a little water. Goodbye, sir.
How much do I owe you, doctor?
Oh, nothing. Forget it. If I ever go to medical school, you can pay me a little something then.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Goodbye.
Nikolai! Nikolai! He's here. He's come. He arrived not 2 minutes ago. Oh, he's young. He's strong and determined. Maybe he'll be the one, Nikolai. Maybe this one will be our salvation!
Calm yourself. Who's going to be our salvation?
The new, oh gosh, what you call them? They come and they go. The ones who, we
I-
haven't watched
I-
no more.
God, I know who you mean. Yes.
Oh, they have a place, and then you go to the place.
Yeah, and they point at you, and then they say, and then they ask you if you're,
Well, if they don't, and then if you don't say yes, then they say, why didn't you? Next time I'll make you.
and he's outside?
Yeah, he's just down the street.
Well, then show him in, Lenya. Show him in.
Okay.
And pray to God. He's the one that will deliver us and all of Kolyachnikov from this,
I
God,
know,
what is it?
It
I can't
sounds.
remember it.
It
Yeah.
sounds like nurse.
Nurse.
Hearse. Or something like that.
Or something like that. Or is it a knock?
We have a knock.
Well, yes, open the knock. No. The other way. The other way.
Won't you come in, young man?
Dr. Zubritsky, Madam Zubritsky, I'm delighted to be in Kulyachnikov. I am Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky.
You're the new.
Yes, I am he.
Lenya, it's he. The new.
You look awfully young to be.
Oh, not at all. I think in time you'll find that I am, if I do say so myself, the best young... Well, I don't want to seem immodest.
Oh no! Please be immodest. We love immodesty.
The more immodest, the better. The best young what? What?
The best young teacher in all of Russia.
A teacher? Oh my God! He's a teacher. The new teacher is here.
God, the teacher is here.
Thank you. I'm most gratified by this warm and overwhelming reception.
Well, make yourself at home, teacher. Take off your coat, teacher. Lenya, get the teacher a cup of tea. Sit down, teacher.
Would you like a cup of tea, teacher? Pens, paper. Perhaps you'd like to start teaching right away, teacher?
Well, no one is more eager than I am, Madam Zabriskie. In fact, this is for you.
Oh, Whitefish. I saw those on sale today. Thank you so much.
How can we help you?
Well, there are a few questions I'd like to ask you first.
Ah, questions. That's what they ask. When they point you and you don't know, this one knows. He knows the questions. I can tell he's going to be a good teacher.
Would you be so kind, Master Tolchinsky, to ask us a question? Any question at all.
It's been so long that we were ever asked a good school question. Please.
Well, there are questions, and then there are questions. Would you like a question in mathematics? Or perhaps a question dealing in science? Or a philosophical question?
The first one sounds good. The philosophical question. Ask us that one.
As you wish. What is the purpose of man's existence?
What a question. Lenya, did you ever hear such a beautiful question?
I'm speechless. To think someone would ask us a question like that.
Are you interested in the answer?
Well, thank you, not today. You see, to be asked such a question like that is more than we really expected. The answer should be given to someone much more worthy than we are.
But it's your birthright. Knowledge is everyone's birthright.
Everyone not born in Kolyenchikov.
I don't understand.
You would if you knew about the nurse.
The nurse?
No, not nurse. The hearse.
What hearse?
He means purse.
What kind of purse?
The kind of purse that inflicts the wrath of God upon all those poor souls who were unfortunate enough to have been born in this pitiful village.
Do you mean perhaps a curse?
A curse, that's what it is. I knew that it sounded like that.
We were so close. So close.
What is this curse you speak of, Dr. Zabriskie?
Lenya, bolt the door and draw the curtains.
I can't draw the curtains. I could draw a cat. I could draw a fish.
Never mind, lower your voice.
How low do you want my voice to
That's fine. Get the book, it's on the bookshelf. Young man, have you ever heard of the curse of Kolyenchikov?
I can't say that I have.
You can't say that? Lenya can say that. It's not that hard.
go? Kolyenchikov.
What is this curse, Doctor?
200 years ago, a curse was put upon this village that struck down every man, woman, child, domestic animal, and all their ancestors to come, leaving each and every one of them, and this is going to be hard to believe, with no more intelligence than a bump on a log.
Doctor, I don't believe in curses. Curses are old wives' tales.
Oh, no. You're thinking of Noitchka. In Noitchka, all the old wives have tails. That was their curse. Ours is altogether different.
Well, where did this curse come from? And who would inflict such a cruel punishment on such a peaceful and simple village?
Yes, who indeed. It's all in the book of curses. Yes. I thought you said you dusted this.
I did. I put dust in it yesterday.
Here, it's all in here. You'll find it.
Oh, the pages are all stuck together.
I marked it with maple syrup. Read it to us.
No. On the morning of April 11, in the year 1691, in the village of Kolyenchikov, two young people fell hopelessly in love.
I knew it. Whenever young people fall in love, you know a curse is coming.
But surely you've heard all this before.
Many times, but we never understand it. You see, this curse is a very well thought out curse.
So what happens?
The boy was a young, handsome, but illiterate farmer named Casimir Yusekovich. The girl was the daughter of the most learned man in town, Mikhail Zubritsky.
Zubritsky. I've heard that before.
I've seen it on a front door somewhere in this neighborhood.
It's on your front door. Your name is Zubritsky.
Well, then wait a minute. That means that the young man in the curse must possibly be related to our front door.
Mind you, I'm dealing with the intelligentsia now. I continue. The young girl's name was Sophia Zubritsky. May I ask the name of your young daughter?
Well, Sophia.
Sophia? Sophia Zubritsky. The identical name of the girl in the curse over 200 years ago.
I can't believe it unless our daughter's been lying about her age.
The match was doomed from the start. When Sophia's educated father learned that young Casimir was illiterate, he forbade Sophia ever to see young Casimir again. 6 months later, Sophia married a young student. That winter, Casimir, distraught and despondent, took his life by plowing his own grave and planting himself in it. Upon hearing of his son's death, Casimir's father, Vladimir Yusekovich,
Tremble, 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 tremble!
Casimir's father, Vladimir Yusekovich,
Tremble, 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 tremble!
Casimir's father, Vladimir Yusekovich,
Tremble, 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 tremble!
who caused people to tremble at the mention of his name.
Next time, don't mention his name.
Casimir's father, and so, sometimes known as the Sorcerer because of his ability to summon the powers of the devil himself, brought all his wrath and fury down upon Kulyenchikov.
Here it comes! Here it comes!
A curse! A curse upon all who dwell in Kulyenchikov, he cried out. May the daughter of Mikhail Zubritsky, murderer of my only son, be struck down by the ignorance that caused my son's death. May stupidity engulf her brain. May incompetence encumber her faculties. May common sense become uncommon, and may reason become unreasonable. May her children be cursed as well, and may all their children be cursed for eternity. May all who live in Kulyenchikov be born in ignorance and die in ignorance, unable to leave this cursed village until my final vengeance has been satisfied.
That is why the train never stops here.
My initial impulse was to panic. Even my secondary impulse was to panic. To educate is one thing. Breaking curses is another.
Excuse me, are you all right, Master Koczynski?
Yes, I'm fine. I was just thinking.
Lenya, he was thinking.
He was thinking.
Tell me, what's it like?
You mean you don't know what thinking is?
No, I don't, and she certainly doesn't.
Thinking? It's the thoughts that pop into one's mind. It's the process which enables us to make decisions.
Oh, decisions. No, we're not capable of that.
Well, surely you know what it is you want.
Oh, dear God, yes. We desperately want someone to help us. But not for ourselves. We've already lived our lives. Oh, but for our child. Our sweet daughter, Sophia.
Did you hear what you just said?
No, I wasn't listening.
It was a decision. You decided to help your daughter because you thought about it. You are capable of thought. You think.
I don't think so. It just came out.
Yes. Out of your head, where your brain is lodged, the center of thoughts. And if it's possible to have even one insignificant, infinitesimal thought, then it's possible to expand those thoughts into ideas. and ideas into comprehension, and comprehension into creativity, and finally, supreme intelligence.
But would I be able to open up jars? I have terrible trouble opening up jars.
Be firm, Leon. Be staunch. Patience. We will break this curse, I promise you, by the everyday, painstaking work of education. Oh, we must begin at once. There's not a moment to lose. I should like to start by seeing your daughter, Sophia.
Sophia?
Yes, it occurs to me that since the curse started with the young Sophia 200 years ago, perhaps the key to ending it lies with her direct descendant. Can I see Sophia?
Not from here. She's up in her room. We can send for her, though.
Do what the schoolmaster asks.
She may be taking her singing lesson now.
She takes singing lessons. From whom?
A canary. He does the best he can.
No words, mind you, just the tunes.
Yes, I understand. The girl, madam, please.
Now remember, sweetheart, upstairs and to the left. She is such a delicate, sensitive girl, not like the others in this village. She has so many interests, always occupied.
Occupied with what?
Well, she does so many interesting things, you know, like touching things, wood, paper, metal. She likes drinking water.
Master Tolchinsky, may I present our daughter, Sophia Irina Elena Zubritsky. Sophia, this is your new schoolmaster, Leon Tolchinsky.
Miss Zubritsky. Is that my breath that has just been taken away? Is that vision before me human, or have I too been cast under this spell? Never have I felt such a stirring beneath my breast. Watch yourself, Leon. She's your pupil, not the object of your dormant feelings of passion. Excuse me.
Do you know what he was just doing, Sophia? He was thinking. Now, isn't that wonderful?
Yes, Mama.
No, not Mama, Papa. She is Mama, and I am Papa.
Won't you please sit down, Miss Zubritsky?
She did it! Wasn't that a beautiful sit?
Yes, very nice. Lovely. Mr. Zubritsky, may I call you Sophia?
Sophia.
It's your name, sweetheart.
Say it, darling. Say, yes, you may call me Sophia.
Madam, please, it's important we let the girl speak for herself. I should very much like to be your friend. Would it please you if I called you Sophia? Oh, I think she wants to say something.
I would be very pleased to have you call me Sophia.
There you are.
I am so proud, so proud.
Madam, please, it's very distracting to the girl's concentration. I have come a very long way to help you with your education, and I have every reason to believe that under ordinary circumstances, you have the ability to be an extremely bright and intelligent young woman, that deep inside you, somewhere, is an intellect just crying out to be heard, and that you have enormous powers of reason, and that someone has put a cloud over these powers, Sophia, and it is my intention to remove this cloud so that enlightenment can shine through those unbelievably crystal clear blue eyes once again. But I need your help, Sophia. Will you give me that help?
Yes. You may call me Sophia.
She did it again. That's 2 in a row.
Get a grip, Leon. Nothing in life comes easy. Sophia, I should like to start by asking you a few simple questions. Now, if we're going to begin your education, it's important to know from which point I am to start. Now, they won't be taxing, I promise. I should never want to be the cause of a furrow or frown on that fair face. Now then, what is your favorite color?
My favorite color.
Yes, is it red or blue or green or orange, anyone at all. What color is your favorite?
I used to know that one.
I'll ask you again, Sophia. What is your favorite color?
Why is he being so hard on her? This is not a university.
My favorite color
Yes?
is yellow.
Yellow! Her favorite color is yellow! Why? Why, Sophia? Why is your favorite color yellow?
Because it doesn't stick to your fingers as much.
I think she's wrong. I think it's blue that doesn't stick to your fingers as much.
That's a very interesting answer, Sophia. There is a certain logic to her response. The fact that that logic escapes me completely doesn't alter the fact she has something in mind. Sophia, I should like to ask you something quite simple now. I should like to ask you to make a wish. Do you know what a wish is?
Yes, a wish is something you hope for that doesn't come true.
Well, perhaps we can change all that. If you could make a wish that did come true, anything at all, what would you wish for?
What would I wish for?
Yes, what would you wish for?
I would wish that I could fly like a bird. To soar over buildings and trees. To float on the wind and be carried far away. Over mountains and lakes. Over forests and rivers. To meet people in other villages. To see what the world was like. To know all the things that I shall never know. Because I must always remain here in this place.
Sophia, that is the most beautiful wish I have ever heard. Don't you see what her wish means? To fly like a bird means to sever the chains that bind her to ignorance. She wants to soar, to grow. She wants knowledge. And with every fiber of my being, from the very depths of my soul, I shall gather all my strength and courage and dedication, and I make this promise, that I, Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky, will make Sophia Zubritsky's wish come true.
If you could do that, schoolmaster, I would be in your debt forever.
She touches me so. Your daughter has such a sweet soul and such a pure heart. We must begin at once. I shall return in the morning at 8 o'clock sharp. With what subject shall we begin our studies with, Sophia?
I should like to begin with languages.
Languages, yes! Even I should have thought of that. And what language shall we begin with, my dear, sweet Sophia?
Rabbit, I think?
Rabbit?
Rabbit, that is a very hard language. Hardly anyone speaks it anymore.
As long as she gets a few phrases, that's enough to begin with.
Am I through for today?
Yes.
Then I shall go to my room.
Watch her get up from the chair. Did you see that? Oh, I didn't see it. Sophia, come do it again.
No, it's not necessary. She's already past getting up from the chairs.
They're so much smarter than in our day.
Until tomorrow, schoolmaster.
In all my life, I have never looked forward to a morning as much as tomorrow's.
I think you are the most beautiful school teacher I have ever seen, Master Tolchinsky. And I pray that you don't despair of Koyenchikov. And that you will stay with us forever.
She found the door. She found the door.
I have never seen Sophia so radiant. Lenya, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm not even thinking what I'm thinking. What are you talking about?
I think our Sophia has taken a liking to the schoolmaster.
Well, if it is true, Doctor, then standing before you is the happiest man on the happiest planet in the entire universe. Tell me, is she spoken for?
It's spoken for?
Does she have any suitors, any young men desperately in love with her?
No, there's no one at all. No one at all. Not even him.
Him?
He didn't mean him. He meant someone else who isn't him.
So there is someone. Tell me who it is. I must know. It's of the greatest concern to me.
If I say it was him, you must promise me never to say that it was I who told you that it was him.
I promise.
Have you ever heard of Count Gregor of Koyenchikov?
I can't say that I have.
You can't say that. It isn't that hard. Even Lenya can say that.
Count Gregor.
Yes, I can say it. Who is he?
You know, he's one of those that put the purse on us.
You mean a Yusekovich?
The last of his line.
Tell me about him and Sophia.
He proposes marriage Twice a day.
Twice a day?
Yes, 6:15 in the mornings and 7:20 at nights.
He cares for her that much.
He cares to avenge his ancestors. You see, if a Zubritsky marries a Yusekovich, they'll be satisfied and the nurse will be over.
And does Sophia care for him?
She has said no for so many years, but she can't resist much longer. The poor girl would like to get up late just one morning.
What kind of man is this Count Yusekovich?
Like the rest of us.
You mean he's cursed as well?
He still lives in Klyenchikov, and he is not permitted to leave here.
I understand. Well, then if I have a rival, I am more determined than ever to break this curse. God bless you both for your faith in me. Tomorrow morning, the education of Sophia Zubritsky begins. Oh, in all my excitement, I forgot to ask. What about lodging?
Don't worry about it. We'll be comfortable right here.
Yes, of course. Until tomorrow. Good night.
Master Toltinsky, please, will you ask us again? Ask us the question?
Yes, of course. What is the purpose of man's existence?
I'm all choked up. I'm so sorry I asked.
One moment. I think I know the answer.
To the purpose of man's existence?
What are you talking about?
Well, it's true. Now, at first I didn't understand it, but then it suddenly came to me. Now, I know I have my limitations, but I think I really know the answer. My God! What if I'm right?
Well, tell me what do you think the answer is, Dr. Zubritsky?
I think, it's 12.
12.
Wrong, I can see from your face. No, it's 14.
I think you missed the point.
No, it's under 100. I know that. Even I'm not that stupid. 83, 46.
We'll talk about it when we get to philosophy. Try not to think about it, just get some sleep. Until tomorrow. 12?
Why couldn't you leave well enough alone? Always wanting the answers. Aren't questions beautiful enough?
12?
I could have sold the answer. We would have made a fortune.
I'm leaving now, so I'll say goodbye. That's it. You know, I was going to stay and try to break this curse, but when he said 12, I knew it was time to go. So, what I must do now is try to forget about Sophia. I must.
Schoolmaster!
Sophia, where are you?
Down here. I had to see you once more.
In the cold night air without a chill, you'll catch a cold.
Oh, I never catch colds.
You don't?
I've tried, I've just never learned how to do it.
Be grateful. There are some things in life not worth knowing.
I know that something has happened a long time ago that prevents me from knowing what happened a long time ago. If only you knew me the way I might have been instead of the way I am.
But if you were not the way you are, then I would not have come to try to help you to become the way you might have been. Ooh, watch yourself, Leon. You're beginning to think like her.
Could you ever care for someone who never became the way I might have been?
Could I ever care for someone who never became... Oh, I see what you're saying. Of course, I could. I shall. I have. I will. I do.
Is that rabbit you're speaking? It's hard to follow.
If it sounds like gibberish, Sophia, it's because that's what you do to me. When words come from the heart, sometimes they trip over the tongue.
Then I must watch where I walk when you speak. I must go. Everything depends upon tomorrow.
And if not tomorrow, then tomorrow's tomorrow. And every tomorrow for the rest of my life, if that's what it takes.
No, it all rests on tomorrow. If we fail, we shall never see each other again.
Never see each other again? What do you mean?
Oh, I never know what I mean. I do have thoughts, but they seem to disappear when they reach my lips.
If I ever reached your lips, I would never disappear.
Would you like to kiss me?
With all of my heart.
No, I meant with your lips.
An even better suggestion.
Hurry, hurry!
Climbing as fast as I can. Where are you?
Up here!
If only she were ugly, I'd be halfway home by now. Stay where you are. I'll come to you.
All right.
Yeah, after a while, you start to get the hang of this. My kiss, sweet Sophia.
As we kissed, I felt a strange flutter in my heart.
So did I.
You felt a flutter in my heart as well? How alike we are. And yet your hair is so much shorter. I must go. I'm about to fall asleep and I want to get to bed in time.
I know the dangers of loving such a simple soul. It would mean a lifetime of sweet, blissful passion and very short conversations at breakfast. Well, I must find some comfortable lodging for tonight.
Was that you?
I beg your pardon?
Were you responsible for making that dreadful noise?
Of course not. That was thunder and lightning caused by extreme atmospheric pressure in the skies above us.
Well, whoever did this is going to get Count Yusekovich very angry at us.
Count Yusekovich.
He's the one who lives in the big house on top of the hill. Every time he hears someone make that noise, he throws water down on us.
No, Snetsky, that's rain. Rain!
Umbrellas, umbrellas for sale. Get your umbrellas before he throws the water.
Yenchna, no one throws water. That's rain from the skies above us caused by a buildup of condensed moisture.
You can tell that to these fools, but I used to be a substitute teacher. Umbrellas!
Would either of you know of a place to stay?
What is going on? What is all the racket?
I knew it! I knew he was going to throw water down on us today. Every time I wash my cow, he throws water down.
Mishkin, do you happen to know of a place to stay?
Oh, it's time for Count Yusekovich to propose again.
Oh, this could be the day. You know, one yes from her, we could all be smart again.
You mean you want Sophia to marry him?
Not unless she wanted to. But it would be nice to remember my first name.
But that's a terrible sacrifice to ask of Sophia. Well, surely you wouldn't ask that of her.
Oh, what kind of sacrifice? To live in the big house up on the hill, to have little macaroons whenever you want, to have the maid brush your teeth in the morning.
But does she love him?
I beg your pardon?
Does she love him?
We don't have any.
We don't have any what?
Love. It's part of the curse.
I don't understand.
Oh, shh. I can hear him coming. Oh, you better leave. Oh, schoolmaster, he doesn't like people around. Go! Go!
Yenchna! Is it true? Is there no love in Kulyenchikov?
Oh, I wouldn't know. My late husband's been gone almost 14 years.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's a long time to be late. I wish you were dead.
breaking out into a cold sweat. The thought of losing Sophia terrifies me. I'm gonna eavesdrop.
Sophia! Sweet Sophia! Time to wake up, my pretty one. Time to get proposed to. She's asleep. Perhaps the pebble will awaken her.
Who did that?
It is I, Count Yusekovich.
Good evening, sir.
I've come to propose.
You're a little late. I've been married for 26 years.
Nikolai! Nikolai!
I'm out here, dear. What did you want?
Some bandages. My feet are bleeding. Who are you talking to?
It is I, Madam Zabriskie, Count Yusekovich. I've come to propose to Sophia.
She's busy throwing water on the drapes. They're on fire.
The drapes are on fire?
Yes, I had to light my candle. I couldn't find it, so I did.
Papa, what's going on?
Did we wake you, darling?
No, I was reading by the light of the drapes.
I must be crazy marrying into this family.
Count Yusekovich wants to propose to you, darling. Go ahead, Count Yusekovich.
Can't we be alone?
No, I think Sophia should hear this too.
Very well. Will you marry me, Sophia?
Oh, that's so romantic. I wish my feet were bleeding.
I'm sorry, Count Yusekovich, but marriage is a very great step to take, and I don't wish to make it while I don't have the intelligence to know what I'm stepping into. Good night, sir. Good night, Mama. Good night, Papa.
Good night, son. Oh, when you're done reading, put out the drapes.
I do not give up easily. I'll be back in the morning.
Good night, Your Grace.
Good night, Grace.
Watch it, you're gonna burn my mustache.
Having them for in-laws is a curse worse than the curse.
Pray God it never happens.
Who's that? Who's there? Come out, I say.
Oh, forgive me, sir. I was just passing by. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Leon.
I know who you are. You're the new schoolmaster who's come here in a pathetic attempt to break the curse of Kulyanchikov.
As I have just witnessed your pathetic attempt to win Sophia.
Everyone's a critic. The curse can only be broken if you can educate her, which you can't, or if she marries me.
Which apparently she won't. Why don't you pursue some other girl?
Because Sophia's beautiful. Have you seen the other girls in this village? They look like me.
For a man of such power, you seem to have an inordinate lack of self-esteem. I am sorry for you. Good day, sir.
Not good day, one day.
I beg your pardon?
Were you not aware that if at the end of one brief day you have not succeeded in raising her intellect, you must be gone from our village? To remain even 1 second past the allotted time means you will fall victim to the curse yourself? I love that part.
Threaten me all you want, sir. I will never leave. To be quite honest, I love Sophia Zubritsky.
Love? There's no love in Kulyanchikov. It's all part of the curse.
You mean Sophia cannot love me?
You have 1 day to find that out, sir. 1 single day. 25 measly hours.
24.
What?
There are 24 hours in a day.
I believe you're thinking of February, sir. Good night.
Can it be true? If I can't teach Sophia to think in 24 hours, she'll never be able to love me?
Leon!
Sophia, are you all right?
I must talk to you. Someplace where we'll not be seen.
Anywhere you say.
Can you meet me here?
Yes, when?
Now.
Now? Yes. Of course, it's where I am.
Well, come up here, Leon. Hurry, hurry. It's of the utmost importance. I overheard your conversation with the Count. Leon, I cannot be taught. You must leave Kulyanchikov at once.
Never without you.
Then take me with you, tonight.
But the curse.
It cannot be broken. But we can live in the swamp and eat brown roots, and I will become old and ugly and more stupid and more ignorant and never love you, but at least we'll be together.
Well, that's not exactly what I had in mind.
Then we're lost.
No, Sophia. I will break this curse. I will teach you tomorrow, I promise.
Oh, Leon, I wish I could love you.
You will, Sophia. Tomorrow, I promise.
Until tomorrow.
I wish she slept in the kitchen.
Leon, come back! Hurry! Hurry!
What is it, Sophia?
I couldn't sleep. I'm so frightened.
Oh, don't be frightened, Sophia.
If I could know the feeling of loving you for just one day, I would endure 100,000 years of curses. Good night, Leon. God bless you and keep you.
She asks not to be loved, but to know what it means to give her love to another. I think I've stumbled onto a very special place. I love Yenchna, and Snetsky, and Mishkin, and yes, even Count Yusekovich. All of them. And so I pray God to give me the strength to break this curse, and to get up and down from this balcony. I urge you all to give the matter some thought yourselves. I don't wish to alarm anyone, but you are, after all, sitting within the bounds of Kulyenchikov. Therefore, I wish us both the best of luck.
Leon, I forgot to tell you something.
Tomorrow, Sophia, I can't take any more news tonight.
Oh, salvage! Any news?
About what?
About what? About the curse, of course. Has it been lifted yet?
I know.
Let's see if there's anything in the newspaper.
Bring it. Huh. It rained last night.
Where does it say that?
Oh, no. I can feel it. The paper is all damp.
Maybe your dog did that?
No. He's housebroken. He only does it inside. Oh, what's wrong with your cow?
Oh, he's tired. I've been milking him since 4 o'clock.
He's
Upside down?
You get a little more cream that way, Slovich. Cream, fresh cream, right from the top. Drink it right from the spigot. 2 kopecks a mouthful. Cream, right from the udder. Cream!
Come, let us pray, Lenya. Pray for deliverance. Dear Lord, who art in heaven, we are in Kulyenchikov, and we are in trouble.
We are a simple people, dear Lord.
But not so simple that we do not believe in you.
Forgive us our sins, dear Lord.
We do not know what we know because we do not know what we know. God bless us. God bless our daughter. God bless the schoolmaster, and God bless yourself, whoever you are. Amen. Was that the door?
No, I think it was someone knocking.
Oh, the schoolmaster must be here. Sophia, it's time. Wake up. Give yourself a nudge. No, the other way. The other way.
Do you know what time it is?
10 to 6.
8:15.
Quarter to 9.
Oh, we don't have a clock.
Whichever one you want. Is there something in here you like?
No, you don't understand. The Count told me I had exactly 24 hours to break the curse from the time I arrived in Kulianchikov. I arrived yesterday morning at exactly 9 o'clock, and it's 8 o'clock now. That only leaves me an hour. That doesn't even leave me an hour. I've just wasted an entire minute telling you how much time I haven't got left. Oh, dear God, help me. Dear Lord, help me.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed him. We finished service 2 minutes ago.
Please, get the girl, madam. There's not a moment to waste. I beg of you.
Listen, I hear someone coming down the stairs.
Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Papa. Good morning, Schoolmaster.
She got all 3 right. I can tell today is going to be her day.
And looking more radiant than ever.
Well, where shall we sit?
Doctor, with all due respect, I need Sophia's complete concentration this morning. I'm going to have to ask the parents to leave the room.
By all means, we'll see that you're not disturbed. Goodbye, Sophia.
Goodbye, my little darling.
Do what the schoolmaster tells you now.
We'll be praying for you every minute.
Now, schoolmaster, if you succeed, give us the signal by rapping on the window 3 times, followed by 2 short ones.
Followed by 6 long ones.
And if you fail, rap quickly 7 times.
Followed by 3 quick ones.
And if you want lunch,
will you please leave?
All right, we're going.
We're going.
You know, I don't feel something's not right. It's just not right.
Lower your voice, he can hear you.
I'm a mother. You know, I know about these things. Why do you look taller to me lately?
Sophia, last night I decided the task before us was one step beyond impossible. I knew that I would fail and that I would have to leave Kulianchikov like all those who have failed before me. But today, looking into your eyes, I know there is no life for me without you. And therefore, we must not think of failure. We must not despair. Only a miracle can save us now, Sophia. And with a majestic, supreme effort, we must try to make that miracle happen.
What is a miracle?
A miracle is a wish that God makes. You are a miracle, Sophia.
You mean God wished for me?
In one of his most sublime moments. Now, we must hurry. This is a primary book of mathematics. It's used to teach very small children very simple problems in arithmetic.
Do you think it's too advanced for me?
I don't think so, Sophia. We can't go any further back than this book. Now, 1 is the symbol, the figure, the number for a single item. 1 finger. 1 Sophia. 1 Leon. 1 book. Now, I am holding up 1 finger, Sophia. Now, I'm holding up a second finger. 1 plus 1 is 2. Can you repeat that part for me, Sophia?
Which part?
1
1
plus 1
plus 1
is 2.
is 2.
Yes! Yes! We're making progress! Slow, invisible progress, but I am so very, very proud of you, Sophia. Are you ready to continue?
Yes. History, please. I hope I can master it as well as I have mathematics.
Well, I honestly don't think we've quite conquered mathematics yet. There might be a problem or 2 that could still come up. Let's continue. 1 plus 2 is 3.
Am I finished with 1 plus 1?
You are if you remember the answer.
I remembered it before. Is it necessary to remember it again?
Well, of course it's necessary to remember it again. It's necessary to remember it for always.
You mean you will always be asking me what 1 + 1 is?
No, Sophia, once you tell me the answer, we can move on to other things, like 1 + 1, or 1 + 2, and 1 + 3, and so on. But if you can't remember 1 + 1, the answer to 1 + 2 is meaningless.
Do you know how much 1 + 1 is?
Well, certainly.
Then why is it necessary for me to know? Certainly, if you have such esteem and affection for me, you will tell me the answer whenever I ask you.
But I might not always be around to tell you. You have to remember it for yourself, in case other people ask you.
Oh, people here never ask questions like that. Even if they did, they wouldn't know if it was the right answer.
Because they are cursed with ignorance, and we're trying to lift that debilitating affliction.
You're getting angry with me. What's the point of being educated if you get angry? When you didn't ask me such questions, you always said the loveliest things to me. Is this what it's like to be intelligent?
No, Sophia. It is I who am not being intelligent. It's frustration and impatience that drive me to such crude behavior. Forgive me. Let's start again from the beginning. 1 + 1 is 2. Repeat.
1 + 1 is 2. Repeat.
No! Don't say the word repeat. Just repeat the part before I say repeat. Now watch me carefully. 1 + 1 is 2. Repeat.
What were you like as a little boy?
What was I like as a little boy?
You're shouting again.
I was inquisitive, probing, wondering why we were put on this earth and what the purpose to man's existence was.
Purpose to man's existence.
I've had enough of that, Sophia. Sophia, you must stop asking me questions. Our time is nearly gone.
Then how am I to learn?
You must answer what I ask you, not what you want me to answer.
Then I will only learn what you want me to know. Why can't I learn what I want to know?
Because what you want to know is of no practical value. What I'm trying to teach you is acceptable knowledge.
Is knowing what you were like as a little boy not acceptable knowledge?
No, it's of no significance at all.
But it's much more interesting than that which is significant.
I'm not trying to interest you, Sophia. I'm trying to educate you.
I know. But while you fail to educate me, you never fail to interest me. I find that very significant.
There's nothing like the logic of an illogical mind. Let's try again.
She must be speaking like a rabbit by now.
How much longer is this gonna take? I haven't sold a sausage all morning.
Dr. Zabriskie, good morning.
What's going on?
I think he's teaching her gymnastics.
Dr. Zabriskie, I have an urgent matter for Schoolmaster Solchinsky.
Quiet, please. This is a school zone.
I have an important letter for him. It's marked urgent, so I only went to 3 wrong houses first.
Can't you see he's busy? Bring it back later.
I don't like the way it's going. I just don't like the way it's going.
Let us pray. Let us all pray that this young man will deliver us from bondage. Let us ask for his blessing. The very religious on this side, the less religious on the other. No, please. Let the schoolmaster speak. And please, God, deliver us from bondage.
Amen.
Amen.
Schoolmaster, please tell me, is our daughter empty or full?
She's the same as she always was. I have only moments, and I must ask you this quickly because I may not have the intelligence to ask you later. Because of my deep and unbounded devotion to your daughter, I would like to ask for Sophia's hand in marriage. I ask this now while I still love her. In a few minutes, I may not know the meaning of the word. By the time the clock in the church steeple strikes 9, I hope you'll have an answer for me.
He seems like such a nice young man, I'll say that. Very ambitious. What do you think, Lenya?
Well, I don't know. Someone who can't break a curse is going to have a hard time putting bread on the table.
What about Tremble? Who? Tremble? You know, up on the hill? The one who throws water down?
Mishkin's right. It's his curse. He would never permit such a marriage.
Wait a minute. There is one chance. Okay. If a stranger marries a Korean Jacobite, before he's cursed, he's then free to take her away from here.
I didn't know that.
Yes, he was added to the curse 2 years ago to make it more exciting.
You would never see your daughter again. But you knew she'd be happy and getting smarter every day.
Oh, give it, doctor. Give her your permission.
And if you don't give it to her, give it to me.
I don't know. It's a decision, and I can't make decisions. Let's let God do this for us. Let God make the decision.
Leon, what are you doing?
Having my final thoughts. One last pleasurable moment of reason.
Then I was right. A wish is something you hope for that doesn't come true.
I'm sorry. I cannot help you soar over mountains and lakes, Sophia. But I will never leave you. I will remain here for the rest of my days, not basking in the light of your beauty, but cowering in the darkness of my own ignorance. For that is the measure of my esteem and affection for you.
I would do anything to save you from this calamity. Anything. Oh, Leon, run! Run for your life! There are ignorant girls in other villages you could learn to love.
No. Listen to me carefully and remember it forever. I love you with all my heart.
Listen! The church bell!
I may never say these words again.
The time is up!
Savor it, Sophia. Keep the memory of what I say.
Her last chance to marry. I know the feeling.
The way I gaze lovingly into your eyes as I do now.
Say it, husband. Give your permission quickly.
All the love I could have given you in a lifetime must be compressed into a final instant.
Okay, I'll give it. I'll go in there right now and give permission.
Goodbye, Sophia. I may not have loved you long, but I loved you well.
I'll just wait long enough to see what time it is first.
Tell everyone in Koyachikov that I leave.
9 o'clock and all's well!
Wonderful news, Master Tolchins.
Mama, Papa, everyone! The schoolmaster has something to say. Let us all listen. Leon? Didn't you want to say something?
Oh, yes. But you said we should all listen.
Oh!
He's got a look on his face I've seen before.
That's the same one you have on your face.
No, I meant that we will all listen while you tell us what you have to say.
Oh, I see. Yes, thank you. Actually, I don't have much to say.
There is no fool like a new fool.
Young man, you still want to marry my daughter?
Marry your daughter? Oh no, sir, you do me too great an honor.
I knew he would never make it when he bought that whitefish from me.
All right, move along, break it up. You've all seen a ninny poop before. Come on, let's keep it moving. Come on now.
All right, well, If you ever need this urgent letter, just let me know. Not that anything in your life is urgent anymore.
Sophia, go out into the garden and plant some vegetables. We'll be having salad for dinner tonight.
So, young man, what are your plans now that everything has fallen apart at the top?
I'm not sure. This absence of thought's going to take some getting used to.
You might try politics. You sound very well suited for it.
Oh, no. This is an old suit. If I went into politics, I would need new clothes.
Well, this is really one doctor's opinion, but when you catch a curse, you really catch a curse. Don't stay up too long, darling. I want you to go up on the roof later and take the canary out for a walk.
I'm sorry, Sophia. Were we in the middle of a lesson before the clock started to chime? What were we saying?
You said that you loved me and that I should savor it and keep it as a memory because soon you would not ever love me again. Do you not love me now, Leon?
Love you? Oh, I don't know if I know the meaning of the word. Perhaps if you kissed me. Would you like to?
With all my heart.
No, I meant with
I know what you meant. Oh, Leon, the less you know, the better you kiss.
And the better I kiss, the more brilliant I become! Look at me, Sophia! Look at me! Tell me what you see!
I see a very good kisser dirtying my father's sofa.
No, you see a man of intellect, inspired by love. I am not cursed, Sophia. I still have my intelligence. I was only pretending to be stupid.
You pretended to be stupid.
Yes.
That doesn't sound very intelligent.
Oh, it will soon, I promise.
But the curse.
It had no effect on me. Oh, I was plenty nervous, I'll admit, especially when the clock struck 9. But as I stood there and nothing happened, I suddenly realized you can't become cursed unless you permit yourself to be. Kuyenchikov's lack of intelligence is self-inflicted, caused by fear and guilt and the relinquishing of your own self-esteem to a tyrannical power. Ooh. Do you understand what I'm saying, Sophia?
Everything but the explanation.
If a parent tells you from the day you were born that you are a naughty child, you will grow up believing that you are a worthless human being. And from the day you were born, you were told that you were all stupid. Now do you understand?
Not as well as before.
I know telling it doesn't change it. You have to show it. You have to be shown. But as I stood there, I suddenly became enlightened. Oh, I happened on a plan that will not only break this curse, but save you from Yusekovich.
Well, what is it?
You will marry Yusekovich.
Are you still pretending to be stupid?
No, Sophia, I don't mean Count Gregor.
Oh, thank goodness. You had me frightened half to death.
No, you will marry me, Sophia. I will be Yusekovich. Now do you understand?
Don't ask me that question anymore.
Trust me, tomorrow will be the wedding. Tomorrow, the curse will be broken. Tomorrow, you will be intelligent. And tomorrow, you will love me.
Could I have a kiss just to tide me over?
Ooh, of course, my sweet. Now, I must set my plan into action.
Oh, Leon, I'm so excited. Tonight, I will clear all the nonsense out of my head to make room for all the knowledge that will be coming in. I love rearranging things.
And now my plan begins. I must find Count Yusekovich.
Was he just talking about me? You like him, don't you? Yeah. Better than me, right? Admit it. Yeah. I'd give up all my wealth and power if I could be the hero. I wouldn't have to wear this dumb outfit. People would applaud when I come on. Yeah, but you're not even listening to me, are you? All you care about is getting those two kids together? I hope it's raining when you leave here.
Oh! Good day, Captain Yusekovich. You remember me? Something Tolchinsky?
Listen to this conversation. What is it, something?
Well, I couldn't help overhear what you just said, and although I've lost most of my intelligence,
All of it.
I'm not without some feelings, and it pains me to know that being disliked makes you unhappy.
Well, that's easy for you to say. You don't like me either, do you?
But I don't dislike you.
But do you like me?
No, not much.
You see?
But that's because you never do anything redeeming. Why not?
I don't know. I was raised that way, I guess. My father taught me since I was a little boy. If you want to hold your power over these people, you must never be nice to them. Always make them fear and tremble.
Did you like your father?
He was all right, I guess.
You didn't like him, did you?
Don't tell anyone. But when I was 9 months old, I tried to crawl away from home.
There you are! So the key to being liked is doing something redeeming. Now, isn't there something nice you could do for the village?
You mean like a barbecue?
Well, it's a good start, but I was thinking something on a much more grand scale. Like lifting the curse.
How can I? The curse will only be lifted if Sophia marries me.
Or Yusekovich.
There is none. I'm the last of the line.
Unless you had a son.
But I'm not even married. I may be a villain, but I don't fool around. Maybe that's why I'm so unhappy.
You don't have to be married. You could adopt a son.
Adopt a son? Who?
Me!
You.
Yes! I'm single, available, ready and willing. I'm not very intelligent, but I will be when the curse is lifted.
I've always wanted a son. Someone to take on fishing trips.
And I've never really had a father.
My boy Leon, I'd spoil you like anything.
Oh, that's okay, Dad.
And then people would like me, wouldn't they?
They like you now. Just look at him, all smiling at you. Look, even in back. Look, look, look.
Yes, I see. Oh, God bless you. You don't know what this means to me.
So, let's go draw up the adoption papers. Let Sophia's family know. Are you ready, Dad?
Let me just watch them smiling at me again. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Maybe we can all get together next week and have lunch. But in the meantime, you're all invited to my son's wedding. The first thing we do is have your shoes on.
Doesn't Mrs. Zubriski look so beautiful?
Hey, isn't it bad luck for the mother of the bride to see the postman before the wedding?
This is it, so much. 200 years the curse is finally be gone.
I just had a terrible idea.
What's that?
Suppose they lift the curse, and I found out I was really dumb in the first place.
They're coming! They're coming! Quiet, please. I have sponge cake in the oven.
Remember, if I still appear stupid, I'm only pretending. It's all part of the plan.
You must be very proud of him.
He's been my son for 10 minutes and he's never given me a moment of trouble.
Oh, there but for me goes her.
I hope she remembers to give me her change of address.
We are gathered here today, dear friends, to witness the joining of two souls in holy matrimony. It is only the goodwill and generous benevolence of our dear friend the Count, who made this holy union possible.
Thank you, Count.
Thank you, Count. Thank you. Will the groom step before me?
That's you, mein King.
Oh, yes.
And will the bride step forward?
No, Sophia, the bride. the bride.
What's the matter with you?
Leon, your plan was brilliant.
Thank you, Sophia.
Who giveth away this bride?
I giveth away this bride.
Why do you giveth away this bride?
Because he asketh me for her, and I noddeth my head, and then he taketh her.
Do you, Leon, son of Count Gregor Mikhailovich Bransnovsky Foyder Yosakevich?
Tremble, 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 tremble.
No, not today. You don't have to do it today. It's a holiday.
Oh, thank you. That's really nice. Yeah.
Do you, Leon, take Sophia to have and to hold from this day on?
I have.
No, I do.
You do?
No, you do.
He will. He does. Now say it.
He will. He does. Now I said it.
No, don't say what I say. Say what he says.
What did he say?
I do. Just say I do.
My papa says I do.
I'm beginning to hate this curse, I swear to God.
Do you, Sophia, take Leon in sickness and in health, for better or for worse, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
With brains like that, she could have gotten anyone.
The ring, please.
I have it. The ring that Casimir Yusakevich was placed on the young Sophia 200 years ago.
Ooh, what an onion.
Place the ring on her finger.
Oh, I don't think he's going to be very handy around the house.
Repeat after me, please. With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Just the bride and groom, thank you.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Before I pronounce this holy union, is there any among you who had just cause or reason why Leon and Sophia should not be joined in eternal wedlock? Then, with the power invested in me as chief magistrate of the village of Kalinchikov, I hereby pronounce thee husband
Well, maybe there's one tiny little thing.
Oh,
You have an objection to this marriage?
You bet I have. This boy's not my son. This son's not my boy.
What are you talking about, father?
You think I'm crazy? Why should I give up a cute little bundle of noodle brains like her?
But the adoption papers.
They're false. You trusted me so much you didn't even read them. Here are the documents as proof. I didn't adopt him. I divorced him. According to these documents, we're not father and son. We're no longer husband and wife.
My daughter almost married a divorced woman.
Leon, is this all part of the plan?
No, Sophia. I'm sorry.
But fear not, dear friends. I may be a venomously treacherous snake, but I'm not a wet blanket. There will be a wedding.
my daughter will not marry an impostor.
An impostor, no, but a Yusakevich, yes. You pledged your daughter's hand in marriage, good doctor, to a Yusakevich, and a pledge once given must be honored.
That is the law. I helped write it myself.
It's true. I even voted for it.
And I'm the only true Yusakevich here.
Leon, will you not object to this marriage?
What can I do, Sophia? I'm helpless.
Come on. I have an all day.
Let's get this over with. There's been a hotel room booked for this honeymoon for 200 years.
I am so sorry, daughter. Really, with all my heart. Truly sorry.
At least she'll get better dinners at his place.
Dearly beloved.
We did that. We heard that. I do. Ask her. She's the one.
Do you, Sophia, take Count Gregor for as long as you both shall live?
Say yes, Sophia. It's better to be rich and smart than to have happiness.
Goodbye, Leon. Goodbye forever. I do.
Then, with the power invested in me as chief magistrate of the village of Kalinchikov.
But you didn't say the other part!
What other part?
The part if anyone objects! And I object!
What's that?
On what grounds?
On the grounds that I haven't received my urgent letter yet.
What kind of grounds is that?
Oh! I have an urgent letter for the schoolmaster.
What? For me? What could it be?
Finish the ceremony while he's reading the letter.
I can't do that. It's against the law.
It's true. I even voted for it.
Yes! Ah, it's bad news, I'm afraid. Yeah, it appears that my uncle and sole remaining relative has died in St. Petersburg, leaving me nothing but all of his debts.
When you're going downhill, it gets faster at the bottom.
But before he died, he says that he blames all of his misfortunes on the character of his vindictive and selfish distant relatives, and that even changing his name to Yusekovich couldn't help him escape destiny's finger.
What was his name before Tolchinsky?
Yusekovich.
Oh,
Those distant relatives will haunt you every time.
Leon, do you realize what this means?
No. What?
He will in a few moments. Master Tolchinsky, take your place next to my daughter. This time, she's going to marry the right one.
Didn't say all that at all. It was a letter from my former college telling me I still owed them for last year's tuition.
Hurry, Leon, hurry!
I planted the bomb in their brains, and now I pray God for the explosion.
Hurry up, please, everyone. I don't want to spend the rest of my life marrying this girl. Are we ready, everyone?
Ready!
Do you, Leon?
I do.
Do you, Sophia?
I do.
If there's anyone here who objects,
No one objects!
going once, going twice, going 3 times. That's it! I now pronounce you man and wife!
I've never heard a noise like that in all my life.
Felt like my head had cracked open.
Like, what?
Like my head had cracked open. I'm afraid to ask it.
Go ahead, ask it.
But what if we're wrong?
And what if you're right? Ask it. Ask it.
Cat!
Cat. C-A-T. Cat.
Dog!
Dog. D-O-G. Dog.
It's a miracle!
Miracle. M-I-R-A-C-L-E. Miracle.
Yes, 5 and 7.
12,
And 12.
24,
And 28.
72!
Ask him a question!
Name 5 world capitals.
Oh, Athens, Bucharest, Cairo, London.
Oh, you can do it!
Constantinople.
The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth like the gentle rain from heaven.
That was beautiful! Did you make that up?
I think so. Where else would it come from?
Nikolai, I feel funny. I feel weak in the knees. Dizzy in my head.
It's all right, darling. It just, your blood is becoming so pulsated from all this excitement. This can result in the adrenal glands over-secreting and then a sudden rush of blood to the head.
I never knew you were such a brilliant doctor.
No. I am just an average doctor. But you know, I worry about you because I love you, dear.
Oh, I love you too. Even though I couldn't say it, I knew in my heart that I loved you.
Leon, are you now as you were before I became what I am?
I am more than I have ever been, or ever dreamed could be possible.
I love you, Leon.
I adore you, Sophia.
You mean it's over? The curse is over?
See for yourself, Count Gregor.
Land. I should have put my money in land. You can never go wrong with real estate.
Of course, right? But it depends on the political situation. With the Tsarist government, land reform can be very delicate.
Such brilliant conversation. All my power over them is gone.
Power is a useless weapon over the enlightened, Count Gregor. We are all equal citizens here.
You mean men are all equal citizens? Women have been subjugated long before there were any curses.
I love you, Lenya, but that is a very radical point of view.
It was your faith and courage that won over ignorance.
No, it was your sweet soul and trusting heart that gave me that faith and courage. It was love that broke the curse, Sophia, not my puny efforts.
I don't wish to argue the point, Leon. I just think you should allow me room to express my own views.
I welcome your views, Sophia. I just think you should have all the facts before you become so adamant.
Well, you got your wish, schoolmaster.
Yeah. And what about you, Count Yusekovich? What are you going to do now that you're intelligent?
Thanks to you, I'll probably have to work for a living now. Well, cousin, my congratulations. I wish you a long and happy marriage.
Thank you. And may I wish the same good fortune to you.
Please, I've been cursed once in my life. I know what I'm well off.
Well, when you think of it, it really isn't such a bizarre story after all. I mean, be honest. Haven't you all met someone in your life that came from a place like Kuyanchikov? An aunt, an uncle, a neighbor, your boss. Of course, once the curse was lifted, we became like any other small town or village in any other part of the world, susceptible to all the ups and downs of normal life. Well, the magistrate, for example, served 2 more years in office before greed got the better part of him. He was convicted for accepting bribes for political favors. He spent 2 years in jail and then sold his memoirs for a fortune. Mishkin gave up the postal service and became a writer. He wrote a 600-page story about the curse of Kuyanchikov and sent it off to a publisher. Unfortunately, it got lost in the mail. Yenchna, a shrewd businesswoman, put all her money in real estate, and she now owns 17 houses in Kuyanchikov, including Count Gregor's. And, as an investment for the future, she bought land in 6 other villages with curses on them. Slovich, with all his life savings, bought 4 more butcher shops in a town that really only needed 1. And they went bankrupt in a month, confirming his greatest fears that with or without a curse, he didn't have much brains. Snetsky, with her newly acquired intelligence, found her sheep, gathered her wool, and she became a wealthy philanthropist. Count Gregor became more and more lovable, studied theology, and is now the local monk. During the drought seasons, he even goes up on the hill and he prays to God to throw water down on us. My dear mother-in-law, Mrs. Zubritsky, suddenly found a voice of her own. She became the first woman mayor of Kuyanchikov and eventually council governor to the northern sector of Ukraine. Her husband sees her by appointment only. And Dr. Zubritsky, he became one of the finest doctors in all of Russia. He became the personal physician to the royal family and was recently elected to the Academy of Sciences. However, he still has trouble opening those jars. And as for Sophia, she was and still is a miracle. Not that all our days are blissfully happy, and not that we don't have our differences, but she has a wisdom about her that can never be found in books. She has in turn become my teacher. And I have learned that there is no spirit on earth, evil or otherwise, that can destroy a pure heart of devoted love. And as for myself, I remained a school teacher. And I dedicated my life to the education of the unenlightened. Because after all, there are so many Kuyanchikovs in this world.